Russo have to sprinkle on these people for them to see his side.
Russo's the cancer has again corrupted the professional wrestling business. That's what it comes down to. How do you take these guys that are so steeped in tradition, that are so known for being a part of the NWA for so many years, and to have them spit in the face of the NWA? That's just what the Rock and Roll Express did.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. About to make his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia. He weighs in at 220 pounds, Mike Sanders.
You know the title, Director of Talent Acquisitions for Sports Entertainment Extreme, as well as all-around thug, part of the SDX group that we just saw out here at the Attack on America's Most Wanted, and it's a one-on-one time now for Sanders. It's time that he faces the truth.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 238 pounds, Ron the Truth Killing.
Judging by the reaction that I hear around ringside for Ron the Truth Killings, I'm not sure whether everyone here agrees that shot that we saw earlier when Killings hit Jerry Lynn was as accidental as you thought, Don.
I think it was just one of those freak accidents. And it happened because he took his eye off the prize. He was looking at the crowd, kind of pontificating in front of the crowd there. And then David Flair saw it, and you've got to give credit to Flair to duck, and Jerry Lynn didn't see it come. That's just the way I saw it, Mike.
And again, this matchup, Mike Sanders and the Truth Ron Killings, much like our previous match with David Flair and Jerry Lynn, comes as a result of that tag team about 1 week ago on this program. Opportunity now for the Truth Ron Killings to gain a little revenge against Sanders.
I mean, it's obvious where the Truth stands. I mean, he's out there right now against the spokesperson, or one of the main spokesperson for Sports Entertainment Extreme, Mike Sanders. And again, you know, I got to admit, I love hearing Sanders on a mic. He's entertaining, but he's got to talk his talk in the ring now against the former NWA World Champion.
Oh, and the former world champ is ready with the counter to the move by Sanders.
You know, another thing, too, I think that people need to realize that one thing the Truth wants, though, he wants his title back. He wants his belt back. This is going to be a little tough for him, siding with Jeff Jarrett right now and not getting his chance at that title. Think about that.
Right. I mean, there's no question. Everyone wants to do as really as good as they can, as well as they can in their chosen profession. There's no doubt about that. But at this point in time, it's almost as if this war between the NWA and Russo Sports Entertainment Extreme has just taken over the wrestling business. It's certainly taken over TNA to the point where we need to see some unity. We need to see some togetherness, much like we saw earlier tonight when, you're right, the Truth was part of that group that came from the locker room to help out Jeff Jarrett.
Right. I think he's chose his side. Of course, last week, Sanders did make some sort of a reference. He tried to implicate that the Truth and tried to work his way into Sports Entertainment Extreme. I thought he was just trying to stir up the hornet's nest there. I don't know, Mike. What do you think? You think there's some truth to that?
Well, I mean, looking back, that's what I certainly thought last week. I just thought it was Sanders doing Russo's deeds, like you said, stirring things up, trying to get some problems within the ranks of the NWA locker room.
And it looks like it may be working.
I mean, that's the last thing that the NWA needs at this point. We need everyone on the same page.
Absolutely.
We need everyone dedicated to the same thing, and that's standing up for the National Wrestling Alliance against Russo.
They have to be in total unity. They have to be on the same page, like you said. They cannot be squabbling inside the ranks, or all that's going to do is just work right into the hands of Vince Russo, and it's obviously what Russo's trying to do.
And as I mentioned earlier tonight, I was contacted by a former associate this past week. You know, I haven't seen him for quite a while.
I'm anxious to see this.
I understand that he is going to answer the plea that I made several weeks ago on this program, something we're looking forward to as the evening progresses tonight. Figure 4 leg lock, Ron the Truth Killings trying to get to the ropes and does for the rope break.
Mike Sanders doing a very methodical match right here. You've got to use, you know, everything that you have mentally to beat somebody like the Truth. I mean, the Truth has waged some great battles. Two of the best matches I've ever seen were Ron the Truth Killings and Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, well, the offense for Sanders had been methodical to that point, but certainly very effective as he was working on the legs of Ron the Truth Killings. But now Killings is able to come back, and Killings is able to turn things around, try and regain the momentum in this matchup. Back heel trip by Sanders again to work on the legs and the knee.
Does it look to you like Mike Sanders is trying to ground him here? Seems like he's trying to keep the Truth definitely off balance. Oh.
That's been his offense right from the opening bell.
Absolutely.
Working on the legs of Ron Killings, keeping him down on the mat, and it's worked. It's been very effective.
Doing a heck of a job, I have to say. You know, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, and he's doing it right now.
Sanders going to follow up in the corner now. Catches him with a right hand. Going to take the Truth and set him up on the top turnbuckle. And now bring him out to the middle of the ring. Drops him down on his back. Goes for the single leg crab. Submission hold applied. Referee Scott Armstrong checking with the Truth to see if there's a submission, to see if he taps out.
I cannot believe how Mike Sanders has totally taken over this match. I mean, the Truth has been out of it here from the beginning. It just doesn't even look the same to me in there, Mike.
Yeah, I can't believe the domination of Mike Sanders, just like I can't believe what we saw seconds earlier with the Rock and Roll Express. Morton and Gibson returning to the NWA and then turning on America's Most Wanted and leaving with Russo.
You couldn't have predicted that in a million years, Mike. I mean, if you'd have told me to bet my life on what side the Rock and Roll Express would have taken, it would have been the side of tradition all the way. Oh, nice comeback there by the Truth.
Desperation move by the Truth, but it paid off. Able to get that leg up into the air. Drop kick Sanders into the corner. But speaking of drop kicks,
and right to the leg.
Sanders comes out of the corner with a well-placed drop kick again to the leg of the Truth.
Yeah, the Truth is obviously limping, and Sanders just went right at it. Here he is again, working on it again.
He stakes out the leg of Killings across that bottom steel cable and repeatedly drives knees into Killings. And look at Killings in the corner. What an amazing recovery. Killings able to spring up to the top, catches Sanders off guard.
Absolutely unbelievable. He needed something like that. He's got to make a heck of a comeback, and he's got to do it now.
That one came out of nowhere. And there's another look as you see him hitting that drop kick off the top. Truth slow to recover, though, still favoring the leg. Series of rights. Roxanne.
The momentum.
Forearm off the ropes.
The momentum has turned, Mike. It has turned, and Ron the Truth Killing seems to have his bearings back, showing everybody why he's the former NWA World Champion.
The Truth elevates Sanders with the back body drop. Follows up again with those right hands. Going to take him up. Got him on the shoulder. Power slams him in the middle of the ring. Goes for the pin.
Sanders has got to be thinking to himself, I didn't finish him off when I had the chance, when I could have got him to submit. I had the chance.
And you can see Killings still in trouble, still favoring the knee. Went for the float over that time, and he landed with all of his weight against that previously injured knee. Quick roll up here by the Truth.
Oh!
Only two. Able to do the splits to avoid the clothesline. Comes back. Check this out. David Flair around the ringside.
There's Jerry Lynn.
That's back up.
Jerry Lynn. No. Wait, the Truth. Did he not get it? That's Jerry Lynn. Wait a minute. What just happened here?
The collision between Killings and Lynch. The rules by Sanders. Now for a breakdown.
What is going on?
The winner of the match, Mike Sanders.
Again, communication problem between Ron Killings and Jerry Lynn leads to another loss.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, Mike. I don't know. I don't know. And obviously Jerry Lynn is letting him know it. Look at this.
Here's the showdown between Lynn and Killings. And it's pretty obvious that they're not on the same page. Now, I'm getting word that Goldilocks is headed to the Sports Entertainment Extreme locker room for an interview. Boy, is she gutsy.
Yeah.
Let's send it back to Goldie.